Hey, what's up, PSC 13 members? It's Navarro, head trader Penny Stocks Club 13. It's Tuesday, December 27th, 2022. And in this video, I'm going to break down a couple of trades that I took in the SPY. These particular trades pertain to supply and demand major zones plus a consolidation strategy. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and identify the major supply and demand zones as they're building up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my price level. We got the initial high right here. We got some little bit of consolidation right about there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So this is major supply. Okay, maybe a big one, but that's what the market was giving us at this market open. So we're gonna go ahead and change this to red. HSV 70, that's what I like. Enter. Okay. All right, so that's one. And then now we've got the sell-off, consolidation. We got this flag pattern, another sell-off, another flag. But here we start seeing a little more consolidation, right? So we're gonna go ahead and make this our demand zone. So I'll go here to HSV 70. Okay. So there we go. Now, it's not only major supply and major demand. Maybe we can activate this. I don't like the way this looks. I'm gonna go ahead and just go right there. Okay, but this level here is also important, as we're gonna see in a little bit. Okay, and we're gonna focus on the flag and the flag here. So this flag is consolidation. We get a breakdown. This is a huge red candle with good volume, right? Then we get this little pushback. We get the 20 EMA rejection and then a push up. But I want to focus here on this level, guys. You see support, right? So we're gonna go ahead and use that 391 level or so. Does not need to be perfect, somewhere here, right? You see that reaction. That's where you might wanna, draw your trend lines. So we're gonna go to the top of this rejection level. We're gonna go to the bottom of this candle, which is the lowest in this consolidation pattern, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and draw our consolidation box. We got this box in here. This is where the price is. Got a bottom, got a top, got a breakdown, right? So I was waiting for this setup. I was just very exclusively setting up or waiting for this setup to happen. I knew we were gonna come red right off the bat, but trading off the open has not done very well for me. It's a 50-50 chance that I'm gonna get it right, and I don't wanna be gambling. I wanna have a certain strategy that's gonna help me be more consistent, right? So I decided to be patient, and I decided to wait for my setup. And I was waiting for this consolidation. It broke down, and I was patiently sitting on my hands. I could have taken the trade here and exited here for a quick scalp, but I said no. I need to make this happen. So as it started coming back up, now we know that we got a rejection. We're not gonna break down anymore, right? After it broke out to the bottom, we're not gonna be breaking down anymore because we got this quick pullback. Okay, so then I'm thinking, okay, so now we got the bottom of this pattern here, this consolidation pattern. We got the breakdown. This candle right here, this was just a stop loss hunt candle, right? So people entered here for the longs, for calls, right? Their stop loss is probably down here. So all they're doing is they're stop hunting. They get those out of the way. They come back up. Now what I'm looking for is for them to come into this candle, and specifically this institutional candle. This is the main one, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get my little rectangle drawing here, and this is what I was looking for. I was waiting for them to come in so that I could buy. Okay, so as you can see, it came back up. They're consolidating again, comes back into that area, and I had a little buy right down here. It didn't quite catch my entry. It did not get filled, but I did get filled either on this one or this one. Cannot remember because I was on the 3-minute. This is a 1-minute time frame, right? Either way, I entered here, and now I'm thinking, okay, so if I would have entered down here, my stop loss was gonna be the bottom. It's gonna be down here. Okay, but since I entered a little higher, my stop loss is gonna be the bottom of this candle. Okay, so I had a very good risk to reward. So as I enter, I was never in the red, never in the red. I entered at 113 on 381 calls. I exit at 140 with the first contract. I only got 2 contracts, and then the second one I exit right here. I could have let it go higher, but again, I was testing out this strategy. It worked out perfectly. Okay, so that was the first trade. So then I just let everything go very smoothly, just watch, and I'm just staying calm and waiting for another setup, right? So we get this rejection up here. Let's go ahead and zoom in. So we got this rejection here. We come down, we start consolidating, right? So now we got a bottom here. And then we got this consolidation pattern. Let's go ahead and set it up here. We got this consolidation pattern, and you can see the similarities, right, to the previous trade. We go ahead and activate this just to make it a little cleaner. There we go. So we got a low, we got a top, got a failed breakdown, and then guess what? We bounce here, and we bounce with volume, right? So now I'm waiting for it to come into this institutional candle, right? So I enter my trade here. I think I entered just a little bit too quick, not enough confirmation. And on this one was a little tougher, not that bad. My stop loss was down here at this bottom, just like I explained on the last one. I did get my entry though, but it did continue moving lower. I was about to pull the trigger here to stop out, but I said, okay, I just gotta give it a little bit of wiggle room, because sometimes they just come and they just kind of break right below it and then bring it back up. Well, in this case, it never went below it, so I was just borderline safe. And then it starts coming back up, and then again, I'm just waiting for this level. Comes in, and I take profits here, and I'm out of the trade. Or so I thought. I was on the phone, I was trading on the phone. I thought I had closed my trade. I had 2 contracts, which is nothing to be afraid or alarmed about, right? But then it starts coming back down, and I'm like, oh man, why is my P&L going down? Well, as soon as I check, I had 1 contract left, so I had to just cut it. And it was still a green trade, but could have been a much bigger trade if it was not for that mistake that I made on my phone. But again, the 2 setups were the same setups: consolidation, breakdown, you wait for it to come back in, jump in, and then trade it into a supply. On the opposite side, we could do the same thing, right? So we could have done this consolidation, okay, breakout, let it come back in, we enter, and then we trade it to the downside. You know, there's different ways to go about it, but you know, in this case, it worked to the upside. So those were my 2 trades, guys. I hope that this strategy is gonna help you be a more consistent and profitable trader with your SPY options. That is it for this one. We'll catch you on the next one.